Gentlemen, let me shock you with a truth most men never hear out loud. After the age of 60, your testosterone isn't just slipping. It's vanishing year after year, silently robbing you of strength, energy, desire, and confidence. And if you do nothing, that slow fade can steal the very fire that makes you feel like yourself. I'm Dr. James, a men's health specialist with more than 3 decades of experience guiding men through this stage of life. I've witnessed firsthand how the right approach can restore vitality, intimacy, and pride without relying on risky drugs or expensive treatments. Here's the paradox. Men often chase complicated solutions, while the simplest, most powerful remedy is sitting quietly in the kitchen cupboard, overlooked every single day. When you mix baking soda with one natural partner before bed, you create the conditions for testosterone to rise, blood to flow more freely, and your manhood to feel alive again. And in just a moment, I'll reveal not only what that ingredient is, but also why timing is the key that unlocks its true power. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another doctor-approved tip. And if this message speaks to you, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, drop a 0 and tell me how I can make this even more valuable. Now, let's begin with the first and most important truth: why testosterone matters so deeply for men over 60. 1. Why testosterone matters after 60. Testosterone is not just a number on a lab test or a hormone tied only to intimacy. It is the signal that tells your body every single day to stay strong, to protect your bones, to keep your muscles firm, and to fuel the fire that gives you energy, focus, and drive. After 60, when this hormone begins to decline, the changes reach into every corner of a man's life. You may notice mornings where you wake up still tired, afternoons where energy slips away, evenings where desire feels distant, and moments when your confidence quietly erodes. It doesn't happen all at once. It's subtle year by year until you suddenly realize you no longer feel like the man you once knew. For many, this loss is not just physical. It touches the mind and spirit, creating frustration, irritability, even sadness. And perhaps most painful, it affects the way you see yourself when you look in the mirror. But here's the hopeful truth. Testosterone may decline with age, but it can still be influenced, supported, and reignited. Your body still holds the ability to produce it when given the right environment. And that's where a simple, overlooked household ingredient steps into the story, something you might never expect to play such a powerful role. 2. The hidden power of baking soda. When most men hear the words baking soda, they picture a box tucked away in the pantry or sitting quietly in the refrigerator, absorbing odors. It seems almost laughable to imagine that this plain white powder could have anything to do with a man's strength, vitality, or hormones. Yet time and again, I've seen how the most ordinary remedies can hide the greatest power. Baking soda is one of those quiet allies, overlooked because it feels too simple to matter. But inside your body, it begins to create real change. Baking soda works by neutralizing excess acidity, a silent enemy that builds with age, poor diet, stress, and even certain medications. An acidic environment weighs down your cells and interferes with the natural production of testosterone. By restoring balance, baking soda gives your body the signal that it is safe to thrive again. It also supports circulation, helping blood flow more freely, and reduces lactic acid so muscles recover with less fatigue. That means more energy to move, to walk, to live. Men who try it often notice they can do small things again without feeling drained. Still, baking soda alone is not the full story. Its real potential is only unlocked when it meets one natural partner, and that's where the transformation truly begins. 3. The synergy: baking soda plus lemon juice. Separately, baking soda and lemon juice may seem unremarkable. One is a humble kitchen powder, the other a citrus you squeeze into water or over a salad. But when the two meet, something almost magical happens, not just in a glass, but inside your body. The sharp acidity of lemon collides with the alkalinity of baking soda, creating a gentle fizz. To the eye, it looks like a simple chemical reaction. Yet within your system, that partnership becomes a key that unlocks balance, energy, and protection. Lemon juice brings with it a treasure most men overlook: vitamin C. For aging cells that struggle under the weight of oxidative stress, vitamin C acts as a shield, protecting the very factories inside your testes responsible for producing testosterone. Beyond that, lemon supports nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open wide and let life-giving blood flow where it matters most. Combine that with baking soda's ability to calm acidity and stabilize blood sugar, and the two create a steady internal environment where hormones are no longer suppressed but encouraged to rise. But here's where it gets even more powerful. This mixture isn't just about chemistry, it's about timing. And when you take it at the right moment of the day, the results can be even more remarkable. 4. The evening ritual. I have always believed that small, consistent habits are more powerful than any miracle pill. That is why I call this mixture of baking soda and lemon juice the evening ritual. It is not just something you drink, it is a nightly statement that you are taking back control. The body produces most of its testosterone while you sleep, during those quiet hours when cells are repairing and strength is being rebuilt. Timing matters, and when you fuel your body at the right moment, the results are amplified. The recipe is simple. Half a teaspoon of baking soda, the juice of half a fresh lemon, and just a small glass of water, stirred gently and sipped slowly. Do this 30 to 45 minutes before bed and you prepare your system for the night ahead. Baking soda balances the acidity while lemon delivers antioxidants and nitric oxide support, keeping your blood vessels open and your cells protected. This isn't a gimmick, it's a ritual, and with each night of consistency, your body begins to respond. But what truly keeps men committed are the changes they feel after sticking with it. And when consistency meets time, something surprising starts to unfold in just 30 days. 5. What men report after 30 days. One of the first questions men ask me is, how long before I feel anything? The truth is, this isn't about instant miracles, it's about steady change that builds quietly, then suddenly becomes undeniable. After 30 days of staying consistent with the evening ritual, the first shift men often notice is energy. Not the jittery kind from coffee or sugar, but a calm, steady flame that carries them through the day. Afternoons no longer feel like a battle, and evenings bring enough strength to enjoy life again. Mornings begin to feel different too. Men who once woke stiff and sluggish find themselves rising with a sense of alertness, sometimes even rediscovering morning firmness that had been missing for years. For many, this simple sign becomes proof that their manhood is returning. As weeks pass, intimacy grows easier, confidence stronger, and even stubborn belly fat begins to soften while muscles respond more quickly to light activity. Wives and partners often notice the changes first, commenting that their husbands seem more alive, more present, more engaged. But the real transformation goes even deeper, because while the ritual builds a foundation, its effects multiply when combined with a few supportive habits that every man can embrace. 6. Supportive habits that multiply the effect. The evening ritual may be powerful on its own, but just like a seed needs water and sunlight to grow, your body needs the right environment to thrive. I've seen men gain incredible results by pairing baking soda and lemon juice with a few simple habits. Zinc is one of the most important. Without it, testosterone production can stall. Foods like pumpkin seeds, oysters, and lean beef deliver this mineral, acting like the ignition key that starts the engine of manhood. Magnesium is just as vital, calming the stress hormone cortisol, which otherwise suppresses testosterone. Hydration plays its role too, keeping blood flowing smoothly and preventing the fatigue that comes from thick, sluggish circulation. Add quality sleep, 7 to 8 hours each night, and you multiply your body's ability to produce hormones while you rest. Finally, gentle movement makes the body come alive again. A brisk walk, light stretching, or resistance training tells your system that strength is still needed and vitality still matters. When these habits combine with the evening ritual, the change becomes deeper, faster, and longer lasting. But beyond the physical improvements lies something far greater, a shift that touches confidence, relationships, and the very way a man sees himself, and that is the heart of our conclusion. Conclusion. Gentlemen, we have walked together through a journey that began with a simple box of baking soda and ended with a deeper truth about vitality after 60. We've seen why testosterone matters so profoundly, how its decline affects not only the body, but also energy, mood, and confidence. We've uncovered the hidden power of baking soda and the surprising synergy it creates with lemon juice, a pairing that supports hormone production, circulation, and steadiness while you sleep. And we've looked at how consistency in this evening ritual can bring back energy, intimacy, and strength in as little as 30 days. We also explored the supportive habits: zinc, magnesium, hydration, sleep, and daily movement that multiply the effect and allow this practice to grow stronger with time. But perhaps most important of all, we touched on the emotional journey of reclaiming manhood. Because this is not about pretending to be 20 again, it is about standing tall in this stage of life with confidence, pride, and purpose. So now the choice is yours. Will you surrender to the slow fade of age, or will you embrace a simple ritual that reminds you every night that your vitality still belongs to you? The decision begins tonight with one glass. If this message inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Give this video a like, share it with a friend who might need it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback keeps this community alive, and if you'd like to support the channel and help us reach more men, consider a small donation. Every contribution makes a difference.